phoenix, born from the ashes. I take care of my own. Torn down where assassins, you can't suffocate my spirit.
Hey, what's up everyone? This is Eli from checkit.com here with a Photoshop tutorial on everyone's first favorite day of the week, Tutorial Tuesday. And I have a great tutorial for you guys today. If you didn't see the intro, this is what we're making today. And believe it or not, everything within this was created inside of Photoshop for free. I'm actually using some stock images from Militia and stuff, but I'll put a link in the description so you can get all of their stuff for free. It's an awesome site. And I'll include all of this at checkit.com, so check the description also to go to checkit.com/downloads to get all this stuff for free. So yeah, for all that hard work, can you give the video a like? Because I mean, it helps out a lot. And I mean, it is the giving time of year. It's Christmas. So as a Christmas present to me, how about you give the video a like and leave an awesome comment? Because yeah, you can always make this in someone's name and you can propose your love to them. Like say, I love you, Shirley, using these letters. And yeah, you'll probably get lucky on Christmas. Oh my goodness, my girlfriend's gonna hate me for saying that. But seriously guys, how about you give the video a like and leave a comment, because I leave all my favorite comments at the end of the video. So yeah, make sure you leave a comment. Alright, so now that's all done, let's get to the tutorial already. Goodness. File, new. We want to do a new project within Photoshop. You don't have to name it if you don't want, but I'll name it Christmas for the Noobs. Okay, and it's at 1080p. Because I always make all my projects at 1080p. You can make this 300 resolution if you want, but 72 is fine. I'm going to hit OK. I'm actually going to exit out of that old one. Alright, so the first thing we actually want to do is we want to go into our Media Militia folder, which is right here. I have all my the stuff I've downloaded from Media Militia, and I'm going to go down to where it says Shattered Font. You guys can download this on their site for free. And I'm going to grab everything that I want. So, what should we make this? Since I love Lisa, let's make it for Lisa. So, L, I, S. Whoa, what just happened? A. Okay, that's fine. Alright, so let's drag and drop it into Photoshop now. So, boom. Awesome, that's fine. I'm just going to click this check mark until they're all in, because I actually want to drag them myself. So the weird thing about these letters is you can't just drag each one individually. You have to click and drag it. So like click over here and select it before you can drag it. So I'm actually going to put L up top, then I, then A. Alright, so let's just arrange these how we want. So I, the S, and the A at the end. Alright, so I had a cool look in the intro, so let's recreate something like that. So the L first, I'm going to hit Control or Command T if you're on a Mac. I'm going to drag it to the side and just hold Shift and Alt and just make it huge and kind of off the screen because it looks cooler that way. Alright, that looks cool. Alright, now let's go to the I and do the same thing, Control or Command T. And actually, let's keep this one smaller. Now for the S. Let's make the S pretty big too. Controller Command T. Up. Cool. Alright, now for the A. That actually looks kind of cool. So I'm going to select all of these. I'm going to hit Control T. Now I'm just going to arrange it how I want. Maybe size it even larger up. Zoom out. Move it over. And just make a cool image. That's what we're going for here. That actually looks pretty awesome. Alright, so now what we want to do is just double click this and actually just delete that because we don't need it. So now we want to select all of these and create a group. I'm going to reselect them, I guess. Now drag and drop them into that group and just close the group, and let's just rename this Word. Cool. Alright, so now what we want to do is we want to create that cool background. So let's go grab the file I provided, this green grunge. It's a royalty-free image that I found. I'm going to drag and drop it onto the background. I'm just going to hit Shift and Alt, and I'm just going to drag it to the side until it fills up the entire area. And I think that's going to look pretty cool, so I'm going to hit that check mark. I'm going to drag it to the bottom. And now what we want to do is we want to kind of pretty up the words. So let's go grab the Rocky, or actually no, let's grab the grunge image. Let's drag that in next. And let's put that, size it up like we did before. Make it cover the entire word. Put it above the word by just dragging it right above and you get that line. Then what we want to do is click and hold Alt and go in between the word and grungy and create a clipping mask for it. Then with grungy selected, we're going to go up to the blending mode. We're going to select overlay. And if you don't like how overlay looks, you can always, go to something different. Vivid light is a lot darker. I think I like how that looks better for this particular one. Now what I want to do is I want to grungify the background a little more. So I'm going to go here. I'm actually going to grab the Rocky layer. I'm going to drag that into Photoshop. I'm going to size her up because we like them bigger, right, ladies? Yeah, every time I say that, my girlfriend gets mad at me. I love you. Alright, so drag it right above the green grunge layer, and we're actually going to set it to overlay. And that just adds a whole nother dimension to it. And now what we want to do is go grab the pine layer. Let's drag that in now. And we're going to use the pine to kind of make this look more Christmassy. So I'm going to drag it to the side, I'm going to click the check mark, and then what I want to do is kind of set it to something, like overlay looks pretty awesome, and it really, adds that Christmassy feeling to the side, but feel free to play with it until you find something that you really like. Like, you could probably do this and then use the eraser tool, like hit E, and that'll bring up your eraser tool. And once you have your eraser tool open, you can click on the layer because it's not rasterized yet. And you can click OK. And now if you zoom out, you can use the bracket keys to size up and down the brush. So I'm going to make it large. I'm going to go up to where it says 1600. I'm going to make sure that the hardness is all the way down so I can just erase the edge where I don't want the pine being seen. And you can keep going if you want, but really, I'm going to hit V to go back to my move tool, and I really liked how overlay looked, so I'm going to keep it like that. Yeah. And now what I want to do is duplicate this layer right here. And then you can always just drag the pine back in if you want, but I'm just going to hit Control T, right click, go flip horizontally. I'm going to drag it to the other side, right about there. Click the check mark. I'm going to keep it on overlay. And now I'm going to select both of the pine layers and I'm going to drag it below the word. Okay, so it's just in the background. But now I'm going to duplicate them by dragging them onto this new layer button. I'm going to drag them above everything. And then I'm going to set them to something different. Maybe linear dodge. That's actually add. So I'm going to hit Control T on both these layers. I'm going to zoom out. Maybe size it up, tilt it so it's different. Zoom in. And actually, I'm not liking how that looks, so I'm going to select something different like soft light. Cool. The last thing I really want to do is add some flares in. So I'm going to go to Media Militia, and of course, like I did in my last tutorial, I did like using After Effects for this part, adding in like blur and other things, but since I wanted to just make a strict Photoshop tutorial, I'm just gonna go up to where the flares are. So let's find the flares. They're right here, and I noticed that it got switched around, so I actually like list more. So I'm gonna go into the lens flares, and now we can just preview all of these, just hitting this next button and just find the ones that I want. So that looks pretty cool. Maybe we could add this one to the left side. So this is 2. I'm going to find number 2. And we want this one right here. We don't want the preview. So let's drag and drop that into here. Alright, let's find a cool place for it. Alright, maybe size this up. Yeah, I like it right there. Alright, now let's choose add, because it always looks a lot better on add. Or you can choose screen. Screen and add are like the best ones, but I like how add looks in Photoshop more. So let's go keep finding more flares, and I'll bring you guys back in a second. Alright, and in the first one I actually added in some Christmas light looking ones, which are right here. And I mean, it's your choice on which ones you want. I actually used 6 in the first one, so I'm actually going to put that one back in. I'm going to hit Control T, size it up, put it where I think it'd look best. Up there probably. And I'm gonna hit here. Just gonna find one that I like that isn't overdoing it. I'm actually gonna drag this one below everything so they look like they're part of the tree in the background. Alright. And I mean, these ones are looking kind of out of like too much, so I want to change them to screen and maybe move them a little further out. Same with this one. Screen and just move it a little further out so there's not so many flares, because it's pretty intense. And now look at that. Wow. Looks pretty awesome, I'm not gonna lie. I think that looks freaking awesome. If we want to continue editing this and add color correction and such, the easiest way to do it is to select them all, then drag them all into this new group right here, and we'll just rename the group, I don't know, everything. And now we'll drag and drop it into the new layer. We'll turn off everything, and then we're going to hit Control Shift E to merge it. And now we can add stuff to this. So let's go over to our adjustments. We can add a gradient map if you want. I mean, this part's up to you. I'm going to just keep it the way it was, but I mean, if you want, you can always just add stuff like this. It looks kind of cool. Gives it a different look. That's kind of interesting. Like, I mean, just play with it until you get something you really like. And, yeah, I guess that was the Christmas tutorial. Seriously, Merry Christmas, guys. Thanks for being my friend, and thanks for giving all the support and such. I mean, it's awesome that so many fans and so many people supporting what I'm trying to do here. I guess I'll see you guys next Friday. Well, this upcoming Friday. I will make one. And I hope everyone has a Merry Christmas, a Merry Kwanzaa, whatever you guys celebrate. I'm glad that you guys are subscribed, and I can't wait to keep making and teaching you guys stuff in the upcoming tutorials. So make sure that you stay for the end, because you might have made it into my favorite comments from last week. And give this a try, and make sure you send me what you guys have made, because I like seeing what you guys make with what I'm showing you guys. So I guess with that, I will see you guys later. Peace.
Like a phoenix, born from the ashes. I take care of my own. Torn down, we're assassins. You can't suffocate my spirit, 'cause I'm the king of my own.